Theme song. Welcome back to the clan, my friends. Welcome back to solid content in Clanfolk. It is a nice, cold, I guess nice. I don't know if it's that nice. It's rainy and cold. Fall morning here. We're just about to head into the biting winter, but I would say as of the last episode, things are in fairly decent shape, aside from a lot of hauling tasks, a lot of putting things away, and I will say that Jenny, Agent MOR, Amelia, and very many others have provided some great tips, so thank you for those, about some things that I, look, here's what it comes down to. There's a lot of great tips here. For example, really sort out your task list rather than use boosting of items or changing the threshold of items. But listen, I think what we're talking about here are strategies, right? I want somebody to focus on dried mushrooms as soon as they are humanly able, so I keep those boosted rather than raising the task of hauling all the way to max for somebody and have them only ever hauling. But I would still need to raise the temperature, the priority on these things as well to get that done on time. I mean, it's a whole thing, really. What I'm describing here is different play styles, but I do agree with you that if you better sort out your task list, you'll better be able to get on top of things. I would also put, I mean, okay, this is my great shame, by the way. Look how horrible. I know you're all watching this and absolutely hating this, but I am so bummed about that. Really upset about that situation, but I mean, yeah, look around. We have, essentially what we're dealing with here is there is too much going on. The crew is too small to manage the homestead that I have created, which is why I haven't even started farming. I mean, we'll do some trees here slowly, some trees down here maybe, I don't know. But we haven't even started farming down there because I just, like, right now, the main thing I want to focus on is getting through each winter one at a time, slowly, building up and growing our clan out. So that's what we're going to work on today. For example, I think we're close to starting to want to focus on stew, but again, I haven't quite got my my fridge ready to go. So once that's done, then maybe I think we'll focus on things like larger production chains like stew, because again, the bread just it's a lot of processing. It doesn't quite, you know, pan out all the time. Like, I run out of dough balls really quick, or they go off rather really quickly. So it's like I want to be more often than not like using things in the out of the pantry rather. Let's take a look at the temperature overlay, because somebody asked me. Yeah, like I don't think it's markedly increasing the heat in the back section here. So for example, it is outside temp is 7.2 degrees with a wind chill of 1.3. So we go in here and it's 2.7. It is already much colder in here than it is outside with the I guess with the room temp 2.7. Yeah, exactly. So the room temperature, the wind chill makes things colder out here, but the room temperature is still colder. We got close. We got nice and close to these freezing or in the night because of the fall now is getting quite cold, and these folks are nice and cozy. So my animals may not reproduce, mainly because we have a billy goat, a rooster, and a cow. So I don't think, while they may get along famously, I don't think they're going to make more of each other. And if they could, like some sort of goat cow, a coat, then we could have one of those. Or a gickin. I don't know. They're not reproducing, that's what I'm going to say. But if we need to, we can always slice them up, especially this cow, which we know gives us a lot of hides as well. So anyway, I'm not overly worried about all that because we have a lot of warm clothes for the winter scattered everywhere. And they just have a few, 247. The task list is starting to get a little lower. We have 18 days of food, which is unfortunately mostly just dried mushrooms. In the evening, it becomes very hard to see inside the pantry, by the way. That's one bummer here. I think, yeah, so we could be looking at losing almost like 300-400 fresh mushrooms, though. So I want to make sure that I stay on top of that. The raw meat quality is staying at 97%. You like to see that. So I think, hopefully, things are going to start to slow down, especially if we can get a nice cold night, and then we start to get these things frozen. That'll create sort of a feedback loop that keeps this area nice and cold through the winter. Ooh, this is great. Okay, so this little area is done now, so that's quite nice to see. Our sort of trading and tavern sort of area. Those tasks are done. Was it a waste of task? Yeah, well, sure, I guess, but I enjoyed doing it, and I think it looks nice. I think today what we're going to focus on is obviously preparing for the winter, so we'll get some of this last mining done. I think for the next day, we're coming up on the end of the... Do we have any... Is there any berries to collect at all? I think berries are gone, yeah. Okay. We have a decent amount of food lying around, primarily just mushrooms, unfortunately. That's all they subsist on. But I think in the next few days, I'm going to do a little hunting. Well, linen bottoms. Go get those, I guess. We'll do some hunting. We'll do a bit more mushroom gathering and start to try to, build up some hides and stuff like that we can kind of craft throughout the winter and keep ourselves going. What's this raw meat doing out here? So we have 10 raw meat. Yeah, maybe it's worth... Okay, what do we need? Yeah, maybe it's worth making a couple of stews. So let's go ahead and make 6 dough balls, or a baker's half dozen, minus 1. Wait, is a baker's... Okay, if a baker's dozen is 13, is a baker's half dozen 6.5 buns? Bakers are the worst. Okay, so we're gonna get some dough balls. We're gonna make some bread. We'll make some stew with that meat. I don't think I have any orders for it right now. Oh no, I think it's being cooked, isn't it? Oh, where did that meat go? 10 here. Oh, and we have the dough balls. Oh, I love it. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so I think we can actually do some stew. Now, how much does that stew gonna cost me? Oh, we can make 10 of them? We just need the bowls. How many bowls do we have? It says there's 2 bowls there. We need some more bowls, baby. All right, let's order up some bowls on the old choppery here. I don't know, 5 bowls, please. And yeah, that's an 8. That's a pretty high priority. And we've got another... Oh, we've got 3 bowls over here. All right, let's make another 3 bowls. Okay, great. So we have 5 bowls total right now. Let's make 5 stews and see what kind of food that makes. Oh yeah, well, okay, right. We need bread. Okay, there we go. So make 6 breads. So, oh, is this like, there's a restaurant in Canada that I love. I used to love when I was growing up, called Tim Hortons. And so they would make a stew, so there's bread, raw meat in a bowl. I feel like, oh no, based on the picture, the bread goes next to the stew. But I was kind of thinking that the bowl would hold the bread, you'd carve out the center of the bread and put the stew right in the middle of the bread. Man, could I ever go for a chili bowl with in a bread bowl right now. Oat flour. Okay, we're working on another bag of oat flour. We have like a decent amount of flour, which should also see us through our food needs for this incoming winter. Oh, let's pick those mushrooms. Love these. Love the mushroom growth in the fall. Good lord. I am sure, I'm like 100% sure that they are going to nerf that at some point. Because the mushrooms, I mean, I hope not, obviously, but I think the mushrooms make a very survivable meal at this point. So we love the mushrooms. We love the mushrooms, don't we, folks? All right, in the meantime, I'm going to get this mined out here. That could be a fairly cold task, so hopefully we don't take too long on that. Oh, the bathtub is done. Oh, I love it. Okay, and we're looking at 19 degrees inside this room. This is a very comfortable room. Minus 4.5 outside, and the our free. Okay, we're just about at frozen temperature. We need to. Oh, there we go. There we go. So we're dipping into it a little bit, so we'll start to see the quality, quote unquote, of these water jugs start to decrease, which will lead them towards becoming frozen. Okay, big fan, big fan. In the meantime, we do have, yeah, we've got basically a private home, which is, I think, quite nice, especially if we start to unlock some more stuff. I think this is a very nice little home in here with a nice branch pile ready to go. This is kind of what I want to focus on maybe building this winter, which I know, don't build, blah, 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 but, I kind of want to. Now, one thing we had talked about in the chat was moving over this outhouse over here, which is a ways to go. And the temperature is really bad, so you're pooping in the cold. So I had envisioned, and in the lore, we'd have to imagine this is a one-way vent. But let's say you have a vent here, and it goes to a structure that's out here that is a series, maybe 2, maybe 3 outhouses right there, with vents in between them. So there's one vent that kind of feeds heat into all 3 of them, and it makes for a nice little outhouse thing. Then we build the same stone structure right down here, another house for another lovely couple. Only this time, that outhouse structure right across from the outhouse is going to be my compost structure, and that's right near everything I need. And I feel like that would go over the best. I feel like that would be a good way to keep everything warm and have nice warm pooping. And I think in the future, what we need to start doing is building houses with rooms. I think that would be a lot of fun, but you got to be careful with heat and stuff like that. This is our first winter where people are kind of sleeping split up a little bit. There's a lot of heat over here. Oh, Samuel has been born. Oh, okay. Rachel gives birth in the middle of the night, swaddles Samuel, walks over to the next room, puts Samuel in his own bed with Lilias, Charles, Rachel, and Samuel. There's a couple Samuels now. So Samuel's just chilling. Samuel's just chilling with the rest of them, and then she just goes back to sleep. These people can deal with Samuel. I love to see it. And Samuel, we welcome you to our new colony. It is a cold night, but our hearts are warm. Okay, what are we doing? 16 degrees here. Actually, let's do the heat overlay. So pretty similar. It's maybe a little warmer in this room. I'm not sure. We got a lot more fires, but there's a lot more ground to cover. And 15 in there, so that means our animals are actually probably in pretty great moods. And we have both of our food troughs appear to be somewhat full, so that's good. We did lose a lot of grain this year because the grain pallets were not getting kind of used. I think mainly it comes down to the fact that our hauling tasks are just really... Samuel is washing. Where's Samuel? Where's baby Samuel? Oh, where are you taking Samuel? Isn't there a bathtub up there? What's going on here? We need to... Okay, we gotta fill it back up. Ah, thank you, Hugh. Okay, great. Meanwhile, Samuel walks over and washes Samuel in this tub. Okay. Well, that's all right. Now, I think there's the well, so that should be enough to keep us in the water because, again, I want all of these to turn to ice, not water. How are we doing in here? Minus 4.6. So these water pellets will continue to get lower quality until they turn to ice. Seems like they've stopped. What are we doing? Minus 4. Minus 4 should be enough. These should be going down. But they probably go down slower on a timer or something. In the meantime, it's just warm enough to keep drying out our mushrooms, so that's really nice. Oh, we got 6 breads here. 5 stew. We have not had them made yet. We need 5 water jugs. We have a bunch of water jugs here. Wait, 5 whole water jugs? Oh. That can't be right. Maybe we need a dipper. We have a water dipper in here. I'm not sure. At any rate, I think it's now time to follow the advice of the people in the YouTube comments and take a look at our skills tree. So, for example, one thing that that I've been informed to do, and I think we should definitely take a look at this, is look at the the frowny faces, rather. An enjoyment multiplier of minus 4 if Charles ever has to go out and hunt. Now, hang on, he's a worker? Okay, well, we like Charles, but okay, I'm going to ask you to leave, I think. Thank you for all your work, but you're messing up my plans here about, you know... Oh, dear, what happened there? They just out of branches. You're messing up my little skill tree plans here. Okay, so for example, here we go. Lily is a job seeker. Okay, Lily... Oh, heavens. Press escape. Okay, that's confusing me. I'm trying to organize my colony. I don't need to be looking at these workers that are on their way. That used up a bunch of my coins to have that worker stick around for a few days. I mean, it was worth it, though. It's worth it to get some of these tasks done. And as you can see, now we're down to 216, so that's feeling good. Mainly because there's not a lot of farming that we can do here. Earned another shield of the clan. Very nice. All right, our trader is here, so let's obviously buy those. Let's buy all of that, and let's see if I can't trade 1 axe and get that wood. There we go. And let's get those stored right away, although they are under the roof, which is nice, so that's nice to see. But let's get those berries in there. And hopefully frozen. Minus 2.7. Yep, okay, good. The jugs continue to freeze. So I think, yeah, I think we're going to have ourselves a freezer sooner rather than later. And let's ask you to leave now as well. Okay, now, task list, skills. Here we go. Okay. Let's take a look at how we've ordered this. For example, lumber hates doing lumber. We could even lower that a bit. All right? We need to find a good cook. And I feel like building and cooking, that's good, but let's bring up your cooking. Let's max it out, Florence. Not that maxed. Let's max out cooking and then building, because I don't think cooking will happen so often that it'll interrupt your building desires. And we have a, building spread throughout. Gathering here. Now, you love gathering, so yeah, we'll keep that maxed out. Again, I do feel in my heart of hearts that they've done that there's a fairly automatic placement of work here, and that it's actually not a bad spread. For instance, we have hunters kind of all across the spectrum. I just need to make sure, yeah, we get some cooking going on. Does anybody love cooking, though? Not really, but let's move your cooking up a little bit, and let's keep hunting where it is. These hunters, let's move that hunter up. So we've got gathering is actually pretty high on the task list, so that's quite nice because we're going to need that. And hauling, as you can see, is all the way down here. Is there anybody that loves hauling? Not really. Okay, what about clothes making? So you're probably our clothes maker. Let's up that. Again, over gathering, it's not going to really change much because, we're not always making clothes. But I kind of want somebody who's like a bit more of a hauler and a baller. One of these level 10 skis. Because I assume that's... you heard me, level 10 skis. Let's go with this one. Let's get this up to the same level as mining even, so we just have like a dedicated hauler. So that's Lily S's job. This we can even lower all the way to the bottom. Why not? You don't like farming, you don't get to do it. But we do need some higher up farmers then, don't we? Like this person should probably be a higher farmer. So we're going to raise that a little bit. And I think for now that's good. We'll leave it there. And see what we're... Because again, the one thing I've learned really in my... Oh no, heavens, no. Oh no, heavens, no, no, no. Canceled move. No, don't. Oh, I think if I click on that again, it'll be good. Okay, there. No, 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 no. I double clicked. Okay, clear roof. X. Good. Okay. No, 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 not the X on that. No. Click again. Clear roof. There we go. And clear roof and clear roof. Okay, good. Whew, that was a close one. So yeah, one of the things I've learned is that when I make adjustments to the clan, to the makeup of the colony, is to do it slowly. Let's buy these. Let's buy the eggs too. Why not? I wish we could fertilize those eggs or something. Now these are out in the rain, so let's boost that to get it put away, and let's get these fish. What can we make here? We made a stew. All right, we made a stew. I don't see where it is. Is it? I assume it's been eaten. That's the thing. I assume it's been eaten. That's, you know, it is what it is. Now, how are we doing with this water? Getting close to freezing and creating for ourselves a freezer. Let's, does the stew let us have bros? We can start making bros, actually. Let's make a couple of bros. Let's get a couple of bros in here, bro. And let's go over here and smoke some... Let's cook that eel. How much do we have? 10 eel, 20 eel. Yeah, let's just cook that eel up. There we are. We got our branches here stored for the winter. Good. Okay, you have been traded with, my friend. Let's sell you a bunch of our rocks. Just get rid of a bunch of those. Here you can have... You know what? Honestly, it will give you a 50 bag of nails. That's pretty good of us. That's pretty generous of us. Here, have some more stones. And then now you must leave. Okay, good. We have a decent amount of iron, so that's nice. Let's get, like, pull up some more iron ingots so we keep on top of those. Again, this is all stuff I want to do in the winter, but I could say we're safely close to the winter. Oh, my heavens. Get this fish in there. And let's dry out that fish. Make some smoked fish out of that. 234 tasks, including 200 hauling tasks. Really, I would just like to see the hauling tasks get on top of. And so I think we have... Is Florence cooking? I think we have that kind of dealt with, though. I do think we have a lot of haulers coming up. And that's something that, you know, during the winter I'm sure we can get on top of. All right, so we really want some stews. I guess we could put stews here. I mean, the dried mushrooms will never go off like the bread is. I think I saw her about to start cooking. Honestly, putting Florence on cooking is probably going to be the best thing for our colony. Just making sure that somebody's always cooking. I wish I could see like this turning or something when she's making another fine stew for someone to eat. So, water jug 85. So I think they don't use the whole water jug. I think what that number is showing me is that it uses 5 water out of a water jug and 2 charcoal, 1 bread. Okay, okay. Well, that's just great. Well, now that's just dandy. We got some cooked eel coming out here. Where did that stew go? Where is the stew? Did she immediately eat the stew? I mean, you can't blame her for just making her own food and then... Oh, there they are. There's the stews. Quality 100. Doesn't seem to be going down because it's minus 5.3 in here, and there we have it. All of our jugs have turned to ice in here, so we now have a bit of a freezer. Another thing that was brought to my attention is what we ought to be doing is making a nicer, faster floor in there. So I think we should start... That's another winter task, is to floor the crap out of this thing here. What do we need here? We have auto supplies of all of these things, which means one hopes that the inventory of our tools means we have all of those things. I mean, that looks pretty good. Let's order up some more nails just to make sure we always have some nails on hand. Because I know that when the summer comes, we will probably want those. A hunting party heads out past the old pants. Past the linen bottoms. Samuel and Hector go out on a quick hunting trip to grab ourselves some... Oh, let's get some mushrooms. To grab ourselves a couple of rabbits out here. I think we can skin them, get some furs out of them. Oh, for heaven's sake, what is going on out here? Is this cooked eel? We need to figure out... Okay, when eel gets cooked, I need to figure out how... Again, this is dedicated haulers that we need. That's what it is, really, to be honest. You know what? Maybe we do need a straight-up dedicated hauler, to be honest. It drives me nuts. And this person is fairly... So, Lilius, I think you're actually going to be a dedicated hauler. That's your main task now, is going to be hauling things. Because, yeah, we simply just... It's just crazy the amount of stuff that's just getting, like, left around. And I'd love to get on top of those tasks. In the meantime, how did you do, Samuel? Samuel's headed back, apparently with nothing to show for it. Let's click on our temperature overlay. Here we go. Okay. All right, we got one bunny that was not signed off on, and I think it's just the end of the day, so they just didn't make it. And I think who's this now? Florence is, whoops, whatever. We'll cut that tree down. Florence is headed out to go get that one rabbit. Now, where's it going to be brought? It's probably going to be brought here, which we need to fix. We should probably put like a dumping ground here, actually. So for this should be for corpses right here. Well, listen, you know, we'll try to find a better spot for it. But not humans. There we go. And then what's this? Yes, and not bunnies. Okay, there we are. And then over here is where we put, like, bodies. There. Okay. So that means I think hopefully the bunny will get brought here, and then we can just make sure that it gets butchered ASAP and turned into a lovely stew. Isobel, a traveler, arrives, so we're of course going to give her a room so she can stay warm, as the winter is currently setting in pretty hard here, and we have 20 days of food left. Even the fresh mushrooms I'm not worried about now, because our freezer is now truly a freezer. We also have some stew, I believe. Yeah, we got a couple of stews and a bros. We got some smoked fish. You know, I'm feeling quite proud of my colony this day. Another traveler's arrive, Angus. We'll have Angus arrive with us. Now, we do need to... Yeah, we need these travelers to stay with us. It will cost us a bit of food sustainability, but that's okay. We also have a bunch of oat flour here. I think we can make bread or bros if we absolutely need to. That's 2,500. Actually, let's take a look at this. So the bros is 2,500. How much is bread? That doesn't really... I wonder if there's a way to figure that out. Somebody's just eating the bros off the floor. Again, we do need kind of a... Okay, we got the dishwasher at least. We do need kind of a spot to, like, put all these things and, like... I don't know, just make things a little, like, tidier and nicer looking. Because, again, like... yes, there's a lot of tasks to do, but... is that ever going to be an issue, like a non-issue? The more... what I'm saying is the more colonists we have, the more hauling tasks are going to be. Because people, once they're done with something, they tend to just put the bowl on the floor where they left it. So what would be more efficient is if they ate, and if they were within a few tiles of a dirty dish rack, you know what I mean? Put it down. If you're in a few tiles of a hide rack, as soon as that... Well, I guess that one is automatic. But I'm just saying, like, there might be some more efficient pathing here. Maybe that'll be a mod one day that, you know, it's kind of like efficient gathering or something for the, for a RimWorld mod. Now, what I'm dealing with here is an almost complete wardrobe, so that'll be really nice. And this water jug needs to be refilled, but I'm sure we will get to that into the morning. As we head, I believe, into day one of the winter, of our second winter. Wish our clan well, as we attempt to care for the others, Isobel and Angus, and as we attempt to make it through our second winter. Rachel is caring for the baby Samuel over here by taking him out to the frozen or freezing lake and looking across the peninsula, or whatever this little bay is. They look at Giles and Lachlan's burial pits. And they say, oh, dear baby Samuel, those are your grandparents. And walks right into Angus using the restroom. Guys, there's... I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, he was using that. Anyway, the baby runs off and takes care of itself, just going back over to the kitchen to get some... I don't know what the baby's going to do. Okay, the baby got too cold. Go warm up, maybe. I'm not sure why the baby... I mean, that's a very independent baby, to be honest with you. I kind of like this little baby Samuel. Baby's not messing around. Look at him go. I can't even click on him. I'm going to set out to hunt another 2 rabbits out here. I think, you know what? We're going to force it. I know you tell me not to force, but we're going to force. Because I think it's not... Well, it's pretty cold, but it's not cold enough that we're going to have an issue where they hit hypothermia. I don't think. That's going to be later on in the winter, as we have learned. It gets to like minus 25, minus 30 or something, and you do not want to stray too far away from the colony in that situation. A trader arrives and we buy his wood and his berries. We're going to sell him a thing of nails because that's good for us. Let's not sell an iron axe. I just don't feel like it at this time, so we're going to have him head off, and I'm going to grab these berries and get them dealt with right away. I wish we could deny the eating of the berries, so then when comes the summer, I could just like immediately plant those berries, but I feel like somebody's going to probably come in and give those a little munch at some point. Things are going fairly well here. The hunt, they're returning from the hunt, I think with a rabbit in tow. Yes, they've got a rabbit in tow. Excellent. Lilius, a lot of shots here, but has her prize. And our colony now will have some more skins to do with what they will throughout this cold and hard winter. Now, with the extra travelers... Oh, maybe they've left. Well, we had 21, so now we have, you know, we have a considerable amount of food. That's what I'll say. I think I'm comfortable taking in a lot more travelers. We got to build like a whole bunkhouse for them or something. Well, we're into the winter now. Let's get to our building project. That'll keep them warm. A harsh night is setting in for our clan folk. And one thing I think about this, like, okay, let's say you live in the Scottish Highlands, right? And it's the year 1870, whatever year it is right now, and you go to sleep in here. Would you actually be upset that it was bright near your bed? Like, I feel like in the harsh darkness of winter, that would be quite lovely to have this fire nearby and the light nearby. I know that, you know, my wife and I stay at this beautiful lodge in Banff that has a fire, you know, a wood fireplace, and I gotta tell you, I like falling asleep with the crackling glow of the fire. So I don't know, whatever. You know, that's just on me. Our tasks are getting slightly smaller here with our dedicated halls person, but also the fact that we don't have a lot of, you know, farming and gardening to do throughout the summer. So, I mean, look at all this stuff. It's just sitting out here. This is one issue I have. Like, the larger our colony gets, the more runaway tasks we're going to have anyway. Unless we just have very little going on and just the farm to manage. Because as soon as they are done with something, they drop the tool, you know, wherever they're done. Like, if they go hunting, they drop the animal, and then they just kind of, you know, dump this on the ground somewhere. And even if I went to these tool racks, these are all 7s. I could leave them there. But they aren't going to get put away. They create a haul task wherever they drop the item, and then a dedicated hauler has to go and pick that up. So every time I go and have them hunt, that's a task. Then it becomes butchering, picking up and hauling the item, hauling the skins, and putting everything away after having done the work becomes, you know, 3 or 4 more tasks over and above the initial task. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just complaining, I guess. These need to get stored. Put them in the kitchen. I think we should, yeah, probably put a floor in here, but we're not going to worry about that now because I want to build this next house, or at least kind of block out what the plan is, because I want them to have some warmer poops. Let's just say that. Let's go with what's an easy one? That's daub. Okay, log. It's going to be 5 logs. I'm going to go through a lot of logs if I do that. I could go with a stone block wall here. I bet it'll get done fairly quickly, and then I think I have enough hay. That's 20 hay per... Wait, hang on. Hay wall. That's a hay wall. Okay, so hay roof is 10 straw, of which I have 200 straw. So I have, like, what is that, like 22 roof pieces? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do that then, because how much do I have to thresh? I've got 20... Or it's, sorry, 300, almost 400... hay to thresh. I have to have a thresher. That's what we need. We need like a threshing barn. Maybe this could be repurposed into a threshing barn or something. Although I kind of would like to make this another farmhouse. This area here. I might deconstruct this. But I mean, all that hay. We might want to use this roof since it's built already. Okay. Let's focus here. Straw. We need a bunch of hay. So yeah. Okay. We'll do a hay roof here, just off of the stone building here. But we might use a stone wall just because that's the one we have the most ready. We're the most ready for. So I'm going to go stone block wall here, and just right near the windows. One. Okay, so if we go... Okay, let's cancel. Let's hit X on this one here. Oh, not all of them! Oh! Okay, we're going to go stone block wall. 1 out. Okay, so what... You know, if you're wondering what we're creating, we're creating some outhousery here. So I'm going to go 2 forward because I have seen this work before. They go straight into the... Like, it's all... This works. The door closes. Everyone's happy. So then what we need to do is buildings. Other... Let's go... Fit 12 planks, eh? That's just so planky. We could have a straw door, but then it might... I don't know if that bleeds heat. That's always my fear. I'm going to go with this. We're going to go with this and that. Now, that's only 2. That's only 2 turlets. So I don't know how I feel about that. Now we do need to get a vent. I'm just pretending in my lore mind that the vent goes the smell doesn't come back into the house. That's my hope and dream here, because this is very comfortable. You know what? All it needs is like a bearskin rug here, but I mean, we can't really find any bears to hunt, so I guess it's just a rabbit skin floor that we need right here. Just like a tiny little rabbit skin rug. You can put 1 foot on it and be like, ooh, opulence. All right, so this is only 1. If I extend it 1 more to have another outhouse here, stone block wall, we could go like that. It just doesn't, then there's not symmetrical windows and all. Just move that one over for now. Where are the other windows? It's getting a little dark, so it's hard to see. Do another window back here. We can do 2 windows here. Let's do 2 windows here. Let's move this window to, yeah, 1 over, like that. Great. Then we're going to go walls, stone block wall, bang, bang. We're going to go here, hit B. Always, you know, always look for an opportunity to just kind of copy over your, the thing you were copying. There we are. Great. Okay, so the heat is going to come right out of the fireplace and keep all of these turlets warm. We're going to go buildings here. We're going to go roof. Hey, roof. Hey, roof. Okay, sorry. Okay, there we go. And then maybe do we even do something like a stone window? Does the stone window bleed heat though? Allows light into a room. I think that's it. I'm going to do it just because I want to. We're going to put stone windows on the outside there, not on the inside ones here. Okay, there we go. Then I'm going to build basic needs. I'm going to build a turlet right here. And that's what we're building. That's the new plan here. Now, once that's built, then we move the other 2 turlets over. So that's going to be the best way to ensure that we don't have, you know, problems. That being said, is this shed the right, if we make it long, here's what I'm trying to future-proof. A little symmetry. I want to build a little symmetry into this situation, because what I want them to do is to be able to, you know, really enjoy their place, but also I want them to have the compost factory, production line, whatever, here. Okay, so let's maybe go into hay roof. Sure, B. There. And then let's go here, stone block wall, B. Move everything forward except for that stone block wall. We'll X that bad boy. We're going to take this door. Now, I wish there was a door. There isn't. Okay, so we're going to go B. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, we can't do that. Okay. Put door. X. I wish there was just a move tool. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, listen, you know how I feel about Space Haven. It's my favorite thing in the world. And they would let you kind of like, you could move a blueprint. That's all I'm saying, game. Some games let me move blueprints. You ever heard of moving blueprints before? Okay, let's go get that stone window here. There we go, there we go. Okay, great. Okay, now, that's quite a luxurious little bathroom. I don't think they have, I was about to say, do they have sinks? I don't think they have sinks. I also don't think that we have sinks coming up in the research, do we? Maybe this is a sink. It's a milk sink. I don't know. Okay, we gotta unlock this stuff, by the way. What do we need for this? Planks, snails, we don't even know what that is that we want to unlock. An ashed hide. Okay, so there, yeah, this hide ashing I haven't been doing. And I feel like I probably need a raw hide for that, don't I? Raw hide. Wool dressing, I need some raw wool. That's gonna be a while because we don't really have that. Now, cured flax stems. Is there a flax stem curer? Timber, a coal bin? Oh, I haven't made a coal bin yet? Okay, well, let's unlock these things. Let's get that coal bin done, and then figure out how to, like, cure up ourselves a couple of flag stems. Okay, buildings, storage, objects, storage, coal bin. Can we put coal on the fire? Is that, like, a thing we could do? I'm not sure, but either way, we're gonna try to find, like, a roofed section here. Got a couple of coal bins built. What is that? Wood ash. Used in tanning and leather and fertilizer. Okay, so we'll just have that stored there for a while. So yeah, things we need to, you know, again, this is our second, you know, playthrough of this game, so there are some things to learn, like how do we organize better next time? You know, this giant room, they really love this room, but maybe it becomes a great hall later on or something. I don't know. I mean, it's nice that they're working in here because then they get the buff, but I'm just saying, like, it's a little disorganized. Then, storage-wise, like, where do we put all the storage? Where do I put things like wood ash that, you know, makes it... I think I need to get wood ash being stored over here so that it makes it something that we can, you know, easily access when we're making, you know, fertilizer. I think I answered my own question. I think that's the answer. So bring the cobblestone floor here. Right across. And then that'll be like kind of the entrance for the other shed here. I might build this out and then I'm going to V it though, because we kind of want them to build this first. Walls, stone wall. So this is going to be like something like this, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Great. So that comes up to the house. And that is... Oh, we got something on fire here. Hang on. What have we got on fire? Oh, I mean, yeah, that's fair. I should have put a flammable blocker there. That's on me. Folks, that's on me. I'm just going to send out a quick email to all my tribes people and just be like, listen, folks, those 9 logs, that's on me. Can somebody... Let's haul those out of there. We got our dedicated hauler. She's about to come grab it. Or Hugh is, I guess. Lilius, I thought was my dedicated... Anyway, doesn't matter. All right, so we're going to get that. Let's triple... Oh, nope. 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 Okay, so there's no... Okay, all right. That's fine. Okay, so you can't click... Oh, heavens. Can I zoom in? Oh, there we go. That's great. Okay, let's cancel that for now. So this will be our what's it? Our kind of coal-fired, our fertilizer plant right across from the toilet. I feel like that's fairly... you know, clever, if you ask me. Then that feeds into all the farmland. We'll probably have another set of farmland right down here eventually, once we have the colonists for it. But really what that leads us to is the creation, the building of our next house. And I kind of want it to be really quite symmetrical from this. So 1, 2, then 1 forward, I believe. There. Let's see how long it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the kind of content I'm here for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's the corner of it right there. So then it kind of has something like this. Yes, like that, I believe, is how that looks. 1, 2, 3. So this should be 1, 2, 3. 'Tis only 1. So let's go here. Cancel that bad boy. Now we got it kind of sticking out. I believe I did that right. I want it to be symmetrical, but at the same time, like, I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking symmetry in this world, in this game. I mean, I do on all games. If you've ever seen this content before, you know what's up. You know we go hard for that symmetry. Also, I see what I did wrong. This is the back wall. Yeah, okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have done something wrong, and I quit playing video games immediately. So, how have I done this wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I figured it out. Just a little extra snaking there, and it really just helps to count how many blocks are supposed to be inside and whatnot. I don't know. I mean, what am I, an expert over here? Yes. Whoa, misclick. Okay. So we've got that going on. We have this floor. I kind of like the way this looked. I might even put like a curtain in here or something in the future, but I don't know. I feel this. I feel good about this as well. So I'm gonna hit V and just cancel all that. So we just don't want you to build all that yet, you guys. I've again mounted all of these tasks again. So I don't want to do that. I might hit B on this and bring this cobblestone down here. And I believe it just kind of goes into there. So we'll kind of have that cobblestone kind of go like that. And that's going to sort of block out the next, phase of our building and what we want to get done here in Clanfolk time. Samuel is using... Okay, yeah. Again, going to the very cold bathroom, which is going to debuff them. So we don't want that. Now, Hector, is this possible? Were you about to fish? 4 of 26%. Now, let's get this canceled. Let's not be trying to fish that. Let's leave that alone because that's very silly. Let's get some more clay coming in the door, I think. We're going to need a bit more clay, so 3 more clay tasks. There are 257 tasks. We've gone back up, mainly because hauling and building. Other than that, gathering. What are my 2 gathering tasks? Where are they? Oh, clay, of course. Cook some more stews. We have 21 days of food. We don't have any visitors staying with us, so that is the maximum amount of food that we do currently have. Some stews just kind of getting progressively worse, sitting on the ground. Same thing with his bread. Might have to get the hauler to maybe deal with this. We also might want to... Okay, with the 3 more... So we have... let's order 2 more stews because we have 5 more loaves of bread available to us. We don't have the bowls for it, though. Okay, that's fine. Let's go over here and order up a bowl or 2. Oh, the ash bin has been unlocked. So this is what I was saying earlier, I guess. Is like, whoa, where do we put the bark? Where do we put the ash? Well, now we have a spot. So let's go objects, storage. Let's get a bark bin here. And let's stockpile. Let's delete, remove this stockpile there. And let's go ahead and get ourselves an ash bin. Oh, you know what? This is all... Hang on, let's focus here. I feel like this should be near this structure, should it not? Why don't we put... Okay, objects, storage. Let's go ash bin here. And a bark bin. What is the bark bin for? I mean, what are we going to, create with that? Storage for bark used in tanning and mulch path. Oh, mulch paths, cool. All right, tanning and all that such type stuff and such. Let's do bark. Let's do 2 bark bins here, and let's go and get 2 ash bins. Whoa, I got confused. Hit the B key there. Right here. So we have a couple of ash bins right outside, sort of where our fertilizer gets made. The hay roof will also continue forward there, and kind of cover those ash bins in case that's an issue. We've got an ash bin being built right now, or the bark bin. So let's cancel this one. Let it get built. Beauty. And then let's move that bad boy over to here. There we go. Okay. That's looking good. Now, let's take a look at our animals. How are we doing here? Shelter. The care is kind of maxed out, to be honest. We're still getting a bit of cow milk from the cow. And not really much else from either the rooster or the billy goat. Come on, guys. Drop some eggs. Drop some boy eggs. You know, drop a rooster egg. Okay, let's keep that where it is. There's Samuel sleeping now. Let's take a look at Samuel's stats here. Samuel's doing okay. Cheerful, comfy bed, large room, entertained, good. So his mood is quite good. He's getting hungry, sleepy, and needs water. All right, I'm not too worried about that. I think we've got that on lock, and the warmth is nominal. Cleanliness in the room, however, not that high. Is there a cleanliness tab? Growth rate, water, fertilizer, temperature, environment overlay. I mean, these are really nice. Look at this. Oh, yeah, look at that. That feels really good. I'm not seeing like a paths overlay. Oh, cool. It'd be nice if the paths would start to wear in. Similar to a foundation type of gameplay. So it's like maybe if I put, but I think what it's telling me, right, is like we need some cobblestone here. So let's actually do that. Buildings, floors. We're gonna go cobblestone floor right there. Then, yeah, we kind of need some cobblestone here to get to this path, don't we? Okay, let's do that. I hear you guys. I see what you're asking for, and I raise you, you know, the paths that you need. I don't think this should be cobblestone, though. Speed bonus of 25. Cobblestone floors of bonus of 43, though. That's so good. Just a fancy wood floor to get to this? No, but I think what we're going to do is a gravel path down to there like that. And then this gravel path, I want this to go up here to there. There we go. Yeah, because it just doesn't make sense to have a really nice cobblestone path going to the back entrance of the kitchen and the mine and the animals. I mean, maybe it does make sense, and realistically I should do that, but what are we missing here? We're missing some clay. That's all right. We'll get some clay mined here. Now, it looks like we have a path out here, but I think I'm going to worry about these paths later on. That was a really cool tool, though, to be aware of, absolutely. Oh my goodness, close catch here. I gotta close this vent. Can somebody... vent condition... Is it open right now? We built a vent and it immediately started venting out all the temperature out of this room. That was really bad. Looks like we're starting to bring it back up. It's back in the positives. We almost froze that bathtub too, which would have really created a problem for us. So I'm gonna open that vent once we're done with these doors and such. Now, what should be inside here? I feel like let's get some like... Let's spend a little bit of money here on some tile floor. What kind of tileage do we have up here? We've got 50 tiles. So if we do tile floor in the bathrooms, which I think is going to be very luxurious. Let's take a look here. Tile floor. Fancy tile floor. 5 tiles, 5 clay. Oh, it's not much more. Considering these are small spots, let's just do that. I think it's worth it. It'll just be, these will be nice bathrooms. Now, temperature overlay, how are we doing? Okay, good. So that was a good warning. Build the fireproof vent, then get everything else built, then open the vent to warm up the outhouses, but, you know, don't, you know, be careful about your order here. So this is coming along very well, but one thing I'm thinking about is like, yeah, we want to get into leather at some point. What is that going to look like? I was looking at the objects, and it's actually quite... Maybe we could do our... Sorry, my voice went so high there. Maybe we could do some... Maybe I'm going to do that more often. Maybe we could do some butchering over here. This is the butcher house or something. We could have a door in here to bring the meat over. Maybe that's dumb. I say we just have them on the hide rack there. Then we're going to bring them over here, though, to the ash wash? Wash or ash? The bark wash and the hide scraper. So it goes ash wash into the hide scraper. The hide scraper cleans the ashed hides, and then they get tanned in the bark wash. At which point, I think we need ash and bark over here. So we may have to move the storage. I might have to move these storage boxes once we get this built. But I'm thinking like a shed back here for tanning. A tannery, if you will, could be back here, right? Then we have... what else would we have in there? Well, we probably want some storage in it, so it's not going to be a very big building, I don't think. Maybe a fireplace in there just for good times. But we want like a... some clothing baskets, or like maybe that could be our tailor area as well, because it's all going to be there. So we'll get some hide racks, and we'll get the tailor thing going in there. Then I think this could be, we could get a vent going from here to here. We could warm this up and eventually change things out to a log, because it's like wattle or a stick fence, I think, or stick wall rather. And then we have ourselves another guest house in the main lodge. The main lodge can have all our guest houses in. I'm really looking forward to, yeah, this main lodge is really coming along. I do think what this game is missing, for me at least, is some more decorative items. Like, things for them to sit on. I said that fun, too. Sit on. You know, things for them to go and kind of, like, interact with. Maybe eat dinner at a table rather than just laying out all your dried mushrooms on this serving table right here. Looks like we're getting low on branches. What are we? Day 3 in the winter. Yes, yeah, we're pretty low on branches here. We're gonna need to assign some like clear trees. Now, somebody did tell me to make sure I look for extract log 5 of 5. You want to make sure that you're always going to extract the maximum logage. This whole area looks like old growth forest. So I'm gonna clear these trees and get some logs out of that. Then in the meantime, I'm gonna start mining this away so we can make room for our tannery. And probably just, we do need some iron as well. So, yeah, it'll be good to kind of mine this away. But I really want to mine this iron here. But again, I'm trying not to overload them. The ash bin, yeah, maybe it needs to go over to the tannery. Or the tannery could be down here, I guess. I just kind of like it being nearer to this. Yeah, maybe we could have unash bin here, unash bin up there, and then just really try to, like, stay up on our ash so that we have lots of ash everywhere. I just want to be a colony that has a lot, like, you know, that has a big ash. You know what I mean? A colony with a big ash. That's what I hope for us. Oh, a traveler has arrived to make me stop talking. We'll rent that bed to 40 coins for that person. It looks like we're kind of getting a bit rich here, so I'm looking forward to some traders swinging by. How are we doing? Task list is 207, 205. It's doing okay. We're getting slowly on top of our things. Oh, the nice look at that. That looks great, doesn't it? Okay, let's get these doors finished. Let's get these roofs done on our outhouses. Welcome to the 6th day of the winter. We've been doing pretty well, although the food stocks have gone down to 14 days of food. I think that's because I've got a worker, and maybe Samuel the baby is starting to eat more. I'm not really sure. Oh, wait, hang on. What's going on here? I didn't notice this. What do we have in here? 15 degrees. So the fire went out at some point with enough time to freeze this water, or... these water jugs were maybe removed from here. I don't see any water ice jug removal from my freezer. So, yeah, something... Ooh, we have milk. And a very messy kitchen. Nobody look at my kitchen. Sorry, I'm not ready for visitors right now. I'm not ready for YouTube to watch. So, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to what happened here, why this froze. I'm going to have to keep an eye on this because it might be dragging down the... let's, like, put that on an 8, I guess. I don't know. Put these on 9s. Okay, and let's get that to a 9 as well. Yeah, so we got to keep an eye on that. Our branches are quite low for the winter, but we do have 200 logs, so I can continue to make branches here. Let's get another 100 made and keep us stocked through the winter. But, folks, we are finished. It's time. It's ready. Let's go here. Let's open this vent. Vent open. There we go. We can see, I think if you turn the temperature overlay off too, you can kind of see steam coming out. And so the vents should hopefully deliver that steam across here. But now, my lovely clan, Okay, I'm gonna speed up time here. Yes, there it is. My lovely clan now has internally warm bathrooms. Samuel the baby uses one first. I love it. Hopefully that's, you know, that small like little room is also helping to warm up this room. I'm not sure. We're just gonna pretend that there's no smell layer. I mean, there isn't, but we're just gonna pretend that they can't smell the poos coming in through the vent into this house, because that's just what we need to do to keep things warm right now. So we have indoor plumbing, technically, kind of. Well, not really. Indoor pooping is now achieved here in our clan. And we've started putting the starting touches, I guess, on the next home. We should have this one done, hopefully by the end of the winter, at least the walls up. And I've got to be very careful with hay and straw as we are at... I mean, when I say we have to be careful, I mean we're out of it. So this is the big failure, I think, of this, preparing for this winter, is that's the thing we're missing. 10 uses of hay left here. 2 uses of grain left here, but I think I have a lot of grain. So my only... Yeah, we got a lot of grain. I guess if that counts as if they use hayseed. I feel like grain is just grain. I feel like they'll just load the hayseed into that. Oh yeah, look, I can... Okay, allow all that. Okay, great. So unfortunately, we may run out of hay, and I'm not sure... I think it's just our rooster that eats it. We'll have to be careful with that. Hopefully some trading partners will come by and give us that hay. Maybe we need to get rid of this worker. It's probably costing us a lot of money, as I have been now educated, so we're going to see this worker off now. Thank you very much. I've been educated that having a worker, they all stick around until you run out of money. That's the thing to be worried about. But folks, I hope you found this next episode of Clanfolk to be quite entertaining and to be fully solid content. We say goodbye to them for another day of the winter. I'm not sure. I'm starting to think about future plans for what this place could and should start to look like. But right now, we've got a nice little clan ready to brave not only this winter, but many winters to come. We will see you all in the next video of whatever it is that we decide to play.